Hi everyone, I am Manthan Kothari from tech team of PagarBook holding expertise in software development. In this video, I will teach you everything you need to know about automation rules. Before going ahead, for all the new people, I would like to brief about PagarBook. PagarBook is a payroll management software which automates staff attendance, salary calculation, and payroll. Today we are gonna learn about one of the feature of PagarBook, that is automation. So first we will have a preview of this session. In this session, first we will discuss the use case we are trying to solve at PagarBook. Then I will take you through our software and show you how automation works. We will also discuss the future roadmap for automation. We will define problem statement. Sometimes staff comes late, takes long break, exits early, or does overtime. In all these cases, tracking this time is necessary. Tracking for one staff is easy, but what if it's a large business with more than 500 staff count? Really tough job. And what if all these staff have a different shift time, different rules? Then marking manually might lead to calculation error. So this is a large problem which we are trying to solve at PagarBook. So what if all these things could be tracked automatically? Automatic. That's how the name comes, automation, which literally means tracking these things automatically. For going to automation, we will require to understand shifts. So here let's suppose that staff is late. So we will require some time from where he is late. So this is we call as reference time. Again we have an early exit and we also do have overtime. Again for both of these we will require a reference time. So this reference time is provided by shift. This we call as shift in time and out time. But currently I will take you through our software and show you how we can configure shift. So here we will go to settings, and here we have a shift settings where we have three types of shift. One is fixed shift, where the time is fixed. There is only one shift and time is fixed, fixed in time, fixed out time. Now we also do have rotational shift. It can be a morning shift or a night shift. So there can be a different shift in a company, and some days staff works in a morning shift and some days staff works in a night shift. Also we do have open shift option where in time and out time is not fixed, but the duration of shift is fixed, that is 8 hours. So three types of shift are available, and this can be configured or assigned to staff. So after understanding shift, we are ready to understand automation. So before understanding automation, we will understand what are the kind of automation which we are solving. So first is late entry. So that is whenever a staff reaches late to office, we call it as late entry. Then we have breaks, that is a staff taking lunch break, tea break, etc. We have early exit, that is staff leaves office before shift end time. And we also do have overtime. So what is overtime? Basically, when staff works after the shift end time, that is what we call as overtime. So let's suppose we will go to our software, we will go to settings, and here we will go to automation rules. You can see there are 4 different rules, but first we will understand late entry rules. So I will go to late entry rules. To understand this, we will understand a use case first. So here, whenever a staff is late, owner will require to deduct amount based on salary. So there can be different type of deduction. So first can be based on salary, that is a per minute deduction. Then owner want that a fixed amount should be deducted, that is 500 rupees. Then also, if staff is late for more than a particular time, then maybe he want to deduct half day salary. And if staff is late for more than a particular time, then maybe owner want to deduct full day salary. So these are the use case where owner want to deduct amount in different type. So how this can be set in PagarBook? So now we will go to our software, and here I will show you. So here basically there are 3 options available. So first is deduct salary, where we have 2 options, that is one is for per minute salary and second one is fixed amount. So this will be per minute salary, based on the salary we will deduct amount, and second one is fixed amount. So here we can type as 500. So if staff is late then a particular time, 500 rupees will be deducted from his salary. So here we can set a particular time. So here if I want to set a 5 minutes, so no fine will be charged up till 5 minutes. But if staff is late by more than 5 minutes, a fixed amount will be deducted, or in other case per minute salary can also be deducted. Now we also do have half day option. So here there is another option, that is deduct half day salary. So here also we can assign a particular time, that is 10 minutes. So if staff will be late more than 10 minutes, then his half day salary will be deducted. And also we do have option of full day salary, where we will have an option to assign a time, and if staff is late here for more than 15 minutes, then in this case we will deduct full day salary. With this also we have a use case 2. Before setting a rule, we will just understand what is use case 2 we are trying to solve here. So many employer want, if staff is more than 5 minutes late, deduct 100 rupees. Staff is more late than 10 minutes, deduct 200 rupees. And if more than 15 minutes late, deduct 300 rupees. So here we can see there is a time range, where owner want to define a time range. So this also can be selected. Here we have an option add time range, where we will select a time range. Multiple time range can be selected. So I will select 2 here, and now I will set an automation rule. So I will take a gap of 5 minutes here. So if staff is late more than 5 minutes, per minute salary will be deducted. If staff is late for more than 10 minutes, 500 rupees should be deducted, a fixed amount. Then we will also set a half day rule, where we will set 15 minutes, and then we can set 20 minutes here. So if staff is more than late more than 20 minutes, full day salary will be deducted. And now we can assign this rule to as many staff we want. So we can select staff here and assign this rule. So I will name it as a rule 1 and save. So here, as you can see, we have automation rule 1 where there will be an in time. So in time here is a 12 am. Then we have rule for every 5 minutes. So I will be mentioning minutes here, and we also have a rules. So till 5 minutes there is a grace. Goddess of grace is here. So no fine will be applied till 5 minutes. Then if staff is late for more than 5 minutes, per minute salary as per the rule we defined. And then more than 10 minutes 500 rupees, more than 15 minutes half day fine, and more than 20 minutes full day fine will be deducted. So now to understand this, I will show you an example where my staff was late in a particular pattern. So let's suppose this is a staff and this is his attendance for the Feb month. So you can see from 1 to 3, 4 and all in sequence. So now for an example, staff is late for 5 minutes. So in this case you can see on 1st Feb the shift in time was 12 am, but staff reached office at 12 and 5 minutes late. So there is no fine because here we have a grace period. Now on 2nd Feb you can see staff is late by 10 minutes. On 2nd Feb staff is late by 10 minutes and hence this is more than grace period, so fine is deducted. So we can check here. So for 10 minutes the rule says that per minute salary. So accordingly I have defined a salary which says based on minute 10 rupees will be deducted from his salary. So this is based on the salary. Now on 3rd Feb staff was late for 15 minutes. So in this case 500 rupees will be deducted. So on 3rd Feb we will check 500 fixed amount is deducted. Again on 4th Feb he came late by 20 minutes, so full half day fine will be deducted. So here on 4th Feb we can see half day fine is deducted and accordingly the amount will be charged. Now on 5th Feb staff is again coming late and now he is coming late for more than 20 minutes. So here the fine deducted is full day fine and accordingly amount will be deducted. So this is how automation works. Now there is a another use case. So here let's take an example that here we have a rule of 5-minute grace period and staff is late by 10 minutes. So there is a set of employer where they want to deduct 10-minute fine, and there is another set of employer which would like to deduct grace period, that 5 minutes are the grace period, so do not deduct any fine for 5 minutes. So there is another set of employer, let's suppose employer 2, which will deduct grace period of 5 minutes from 10 minutes and hence only 5-minute fine will be applied. To solve this use case, we have an option here. We will go to automation rules. We will set a rule and here we have an option include late fine from the start time of shift. So if toggle is on, then in this case 10-minute fine will be deducted, and if we switch off this toggle, in this case grace period will be deducted and only 5-minute fine will be deducted. So let's see a practical example where my staff has followed such a pattern. So again we will go to a staff and we will check his attendance. So we already saw a staff where toggle was on, where we deducted the exact amount he was late. So let's suppose he was late for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So we deducted the exact same amount, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, then 15 minutes, 20 minutes, then 20 minutes. No grace period was deducted. But now let's do the toggle off. So now what happens? So in this case we will again observe how it worked for the staff. So now let's suppose a staff was late on 11 Feb. So as per the rule, no fine was deducted as it was under grace period. Now on 12th Feb, staff was late by 10 minutes, but now the grace period of 5 minutes will be deducted. So only 5-minute fine is deducted. Now again on 13th Feb, staff is late by 15 minutes, but 5 minutes will be deducted. So now fine will be applied only for 10 minutes. So in this pattern, for all the day, grace period will be deducted. Now we will understand a different use case. Use case 4, where staff goes to employer and asks, "Sir, I am late only for 2 days. Please pardon my fine." So for such type of staff, we also do have a rule, a feature where I will show you in automation rules. Here there is an option, set occurrences. So here we will click on set occurrences, and here we do have an option, count and hours. So let's take an example. I am taking an example of count, where if staff is late by 2 times, like in a month, if staff is late by 2 times, his fine will be pardoned. So let us assume that we are setting count as 2, and what happens? So for this staff, what happens is, so this is a Feb month where on first date staff was late by 10 minutes. So now here this is a count 1, so his fine is pardoned, 0 amount is deducted. Again on 2nd Feb, staff again makes a mistake, comes late by 10 minutes. So again, as per rule, count 2 also should be pardoned. So again we are pardoning the fine and 0 amount will be charged. But now on 3rd Feb, again staff is making same mistake, and now this is more than count. This is 3rd time in a month he is coming late. So we will now deduct fine. So this is how count will work. Now there is also another option in set occurrences, that is hours. So here also we can define, let's suppose I will define 20 minutes rule. So I will allow 20 minutes in a whole month, where staff is allowed to be late. So now let's set this rule and let's observe the pattern. So for this staff, where hours or time was 20 minutes, so let us assume here on 1st Feb staff comes late by 10 minutes. So here 10 minutes is under 20 minutes, so the fine is pardoned, no amount charged. Again on 2nd Feb he comes late 10 minutes, so this is also under 20 minutes, so fine is pardoned, no fine charged. But on 3rd Feb, now it exists 20 minutes and hence fine will be charged. So here fine of 10 rupees is charged. So this is how pardoning the fine works. Now we also have an option of set occurrences for all these three options, that is deduct salary. Again we have same option in half day where we can set occurrences for half day fine, and also we do have set occurrences option in full day fine. So for all these three rules you can define different occurrences. So now this was the case for late entry. So now we do have different rules. So I will take you to another rules where late entry we already understood. Now when it comes to break, in break also we have same rules, nothing different. So we are not going much in deeper. So here also you will find that there is three options. First is deduct salary, second is half day salary, and again full day salary. So whenever a staff takes excess break, so let's take an example. If owner allows or employer allows 1 hour break and staff is taking break more than 1 hour, fine will be applied. The amount will be deducted in the same manner as it was for late entry. Now we also have third option, that is early exit rules. So this is again, you can see it is similar to late entry rules. We have three options where we can deduct salary, where there is a half day deduction, and where there is a full day deduction. So again we are not going much deeper for early exit. The rules apply same, but this is with reference to shift end time. So if staff leaves office before a particular time, then fine will be deducted. Now we also have overtime rule. So here we will understand there is a big difference in overtime. So what is the difference? So here salary won't be deducted, but salary will be given to staff. So again here we have three options, that give overtime, or give half day salary, or give full day salary. The same three rules, but now we will give salary to staff. Also in overtime we have an extra option, that is we can set multiplier for overtime. So let's suppose employer want to give 1x salary or 2x salary or 3x salary, he can define from here. So here he can set as 1x salary, or he can set 2x, or he can add any multiplier, let's suppose 4, and he can save. So accordingly the amount will be given to staff. So as we have learned all these rules, we also do have another option, where for these late entry rules we can set multiple rules. There can be rule 1, rule 2 and rule 3, and it can be assigned to different staff or different department or different staff having different shift. So this is all about automation. Now till date more than 11,000 business have been benefited by automation feature of PagarBook, and still we are counting. Now I will take you to the future roadmap of automation. So we have early overtime option in our roadmap. So if staff comes before shift time, then employer would like to give extra salary. So this early OT feature is not available yet on our platform, but we are working on it and soon it will be live on our platform. Now let us summarize the session. So first of all we discussed the problem, then I took you with the shift which provided us with reference time, and then we learned the automation rule, how we can set automation rules, and we no need to do anything other than setting rule. Everything will be done automatically. And then I took you to the future roadmap of automation. With this, I would like to conclude the video. For further queries regarding our product, kindly reach out to your respective account manager or feel free to reach out to our help desk at 080-471-85100. You can also write to us at contact@pagarbook.com.